Hey, how's it going, guys? Wanted to make a really short, quick video today talking about something really important. So the other Halo Wars 2 YouTubers and I in the community at large have come together and we're making a petition. The petition is in the link below. Please, it takes 2 seconds. If you care even a little bit about Halo Wars 2, you should sign it. If you care a lot about Halo Wars 2, you should sign it because this is the most important petition Halo Wars 2 will ever see. This petition, it asks for a lot, but in other ways, it doesn't ask for a lot. It asks for basic support for Halo Wars 2. We have not seen a balance update in the year of 2019 for Halo Wars 2. It's unclear if we will see any balance update between now and Christmas for Halo Wars 2, and we don't even know if they do eventually do a balance update, that could potentially be the last balance update ever. Now, I don't know about you guys, but this is a 2-year-old game, and for it to just be basically abandoned by 343 is, in my opinion, honestly embarrassing. But I'm not going to go too hard on 343 in this video. I praise them when they deserve praise, and I have some harsh criticisms of them sometimes, but I feel that they are respectful. I don't badmouth 343. I don't call them names. I just call them as I see them. And honestly, I'm calling it as I see it, guys. And the state of Halo Wars 2, it's not good. It's just not a good. It's not a good state. The community just wants stability. I just want to list off a couple of the complaints that, affect me and my channel, and I know the other channels, and the community at large. So, the spectator mode glitch. I don't know if you guys know this. Maybe you don't use spectator mode as much. Spectator mode was added later into the game because it was so requested by the people who host tournaments and stuff, because there was no way to spectate. So they added spectator mode, but there's basically like a 1 in 3 chance that when you launch spectator mode, that the spectator just views a black screen, and there's no way to get out of this. So you can imagine how annoying that is if you're running a tournament and all of a sudden, you have to restart the match. If you're doing a 1v1 tournament and you're spectating, you're streaming this, how embarrassing it is to be like, okay, we gotta restart this match, and it's not like instant. It's not like Halo 3 custom game. It takes about a minute or two to go back into the match. So that's just a quality of life thing. Another major one, I would say, is this was discovered recently, is that units that are moving do not gain veterancy. I'll say that again. If your units are moving and shooting and they kill something, they don't gain the veterancy from that. That's a major glitch in the game. You're basically rewarding units, for not moving. It's just like, well, how does something like that happen? How does that bug survive this long into the game's life? It's just baffles me, and I don't want to get too nitty-gritty into all the bugs, but I think that bug really highlights the state of Halo Wars 2 and all the bugs that are in the game. If you press right trigger too quick, it still thinks you have all your units selected. That, like, how are you supposed to micro that? I mean, if you're on a computer, then you're fine, but this is made to be a console RTS game, and that's like just so major that you can't press right trigger fast enough, or if you press it too fast, Another thing that has really bugged me about Halo Wars 2 is just the lack of potential with this game. I've not seen a game that has more potential than this game. I mean, you guys have seen what I can do with, making a machinima in this game when there's not even a machinima mode or anything. And, the detail, the level of detail in this game, and the mod that I've shown off, like the Flood mod, is so fun. And it's part of it is playing as the Flood, but just seeing what a modder has done to the leaders, the different leaders, and bringing Blitz units into the game, and Blitz skins. I mean, Blitz skins are awesome, and they could definitely be in like the main game aside from just Blitz. Imagine if the Blitz packs, imagine if the Blitz challenges, which are basically useless. So you see those Blitz challenges that get you Blitz packs. Imagine if doing those challenges unlocked Blitz skins, like the Isabel tank skin or the Armored Marine skin. Imagine, more skins. There's all these skins in the game that you don't see. We saw them in the Yappening, but the Yappening was in April 2018. So you know, it's been well over a year since the yappening happened. It was a 4-day event, and unfortunately there were those in the community who complained about the yappening and said that, you know, they hated it, but it was like 4 days long, and that, I mean, that doesn't motivate 343 to, you know, do anything like that again. And I think that's part of the reason why we haven't seen the yappening return. The other part is obviously 343 is very busy. I understand. They're a company. They're working on their next product. They're working on Halo Infinite. They're working on bringing Halo Reach to MCC. I heard they ran into some, you know, some hiccups with bringing Reach to MCC. But at the same time, you know, this is a 2-year-old game. This is your newest Halo game. How can you just, you know, basically abandon it? They've had one guy, Renzi is his name, working on it part-time. You know, last thing we saw was Fort Jordan, which is an awesome, you know, awesome idea. I appreciate the effort, but at the same time, I mean, that map is not in multiplayer. There's a lot of visual glitches for many people that have played the map, and overall, it's like, you know, would a balance change have been preferable to, you know, a new map that's only in custom games? I mean, that's debatable, and that's just the sad state that we're at right now. And I don't want to sound all doom and gloom, because there is hope. And if you go to the petition, you know, it's a real pick-me-up. I was reading some of the numbers in the petition about the population of Halo Wars 2, because this is not a dead game. I mean, this is not, I mean, this just flat out isn't. This game has a healthy population. All the numbers are in the petition, basically outlining how Halo Wars 2 is such a great game, how there's so much potential for Terminus Firefight. Imagine if DLC units were in Terminus Firefight. Imagine if there were new maps added eventually. Imagine if there was a clan system. You know, there's all these cool ideas that are in the petition, and, you know, we're basically in this petition asking 343 to breathe some life back into Halo Wars 2. And I'll tell you what, if they take this into consideration and they do the right thing, they will see this community just flourish. You know, just the general, I guess, atmosphere around the game, like, you know, it's just so doom and gloom. We're just all waiting for a balance patch. We're waiting for news. I feel we have been patient. You know, that's the thing, as I feel we've been respectful, we've been patient. I'm not saying that's like a call to not be respectful now, but I'm saying it's understandable to be a little frustrated at this point and to feel like we've been ignored. I feel like we've been ignored. We've been, you know, put on the back burner for too long at this point, and they're like, yeah, we'll get back to Halo Wars 2 maybe, you know, is basically the feeling I've got from it. And, you know, I mean, you have to understand, this is a multi-million-dollar company with a multi-billion-dollar product that is Halo, and this is the flagship company of Xbox and Microsoft. I mean, this is Halo. This is not something you just put out and then, you know, just abandon. And that's how it feels. This is Halo. This is what people care about. People love Halo Wars 2. It's some people's favorite game, and for it to just be, you know, given up on like we're the redheaded stepchild of the Halo games is just, it's just wrong. So I'm just calling it as I see it. I think it's wrong. I think 343 can do better. I think that if they, you know, the petition is asking for them to basically, you know, have a small team that continuously works on Halo Wars 2. And if that's not possible, then maybe they can hire a third-party company, a small team from there, you know, to support the game. In balance changes, you know, new content, you know, new features. It seems like a lot to ask for, but in my opinion, it's really not. We all just want to feel acknowledged. We want to feel like we're being heard. You know, Decimus is still a huge problem. There's so many balance changes. And I think that's the number one thing that has hindered this game from day one, is just the balance. And if you agree with me, if you agree with what I've said in this video, comment down below. But above all else, please sign the petition. It takes 2 seconds. We're really close to 1,000 signatures, and we're gonna need a couple thousand at that to get 343's attention. So with that, I'm gonna close out the video. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.